Ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool are top of the Premier League after beating Wolves 3-1 away at Molineux. I've got James Sutton and Fuad Hasan with me, and we're all very happy. I must admit, it was a tough start for me, just like it was for all of you watching that. But the more that game went on, the more I grew into it, the more Liverpool grew into it, and eventually we were running away as it got into injury time. James, I'll come to you first. I don't want to be a cliche guy here, but it really was a game of two halves, wasn't it? Like, there's no getting around it.
Yeah, massively. The first half was shit.
Wasn't it?
We were terrible. Like, I was on my way here and I was thinking, like, 12:30 kickoff, right after the international break. Historically, we're dog shit at 12:30. Like, Jurgen's got a point he's got a point to bring this up. Like, stop putting us at 12:30. Everyone's half asleep. No one's really up for it. The first half was really, really flat. I think you can point fingers. Yeah, Cody Gakpo that was a really, really poor first half by a player who I think has had some really nice moments so far this season. I thought McAllister was off the pace first half. Defensively, actually, we were all right. We were reasonably solid because we had to be. Because everybody else was like, oh shit, there's a game going on. Yeah, right. But there was no intensity. There was no rhythm to our play. It all just felt it felt a bit like last season. Yeah. You know, where we go a goal behind all the time last season.
Yeah, we did.
And everything becomes a struggle. Everything becomes an uphill battle. And you can see the players looking around going, oh, not this again. But that didn't happen today.
Did not happen today.
And that was brilliant. The substitutions were fantastic today, by the way. I think bringing Harvey Elliott on, early enough, bringing Nunez on, who I just love the more and more he gets on the pitch.
He really made a difference.
Mate, what a player! So strong for that goal as well, to hold off that defender and manage to play the ball forward. Really, really good. And we come away top of the league. Yeah. Like, this'll do.
It will.
This'll do for me.
I mean, James references last season, Fuad, and I think we all had a feeling of, we've seen this before. Yeah. But the fact that it didn't go the same way we were expecting, the fact that we were able to get back into the game and turn it in our favour is a real boon for this team, and something when you're in the embryonic stage of building a team. These are the building blocks you need to say, look, we've been in this situation before and we've not survived. Yeah. This time we did survive.
Definitely. And look, there's been a lot of chat about the whole Liverpool 2.0 thing, hasn't there? And this is year one and all these next stage of the evolution type things. And I'm all for it. I'm completely on board with it. But then what comes with that, with the idea of the 2.0 and the new faces, the new players, and young players as well, is there's going to be that inconsistency, isn't there? Occasionally, there's going to be that sort of growth period, if you like. And that's when, the stars of Liverpool 1.0 and the experience that they've got have got to come in. And they did today, didn't they? They really did later on in the game. Obviously, Robson gets the goal, and we'll come on to that. But that first half, it was a bit same script at Wolves last year, but different faces in that midfield especially. And the fact that they managed to get through it, look, there was a bit of luck. Cunha should have scored that second one. I mean, it was absolutely, it was a sitter, wasn't it, really? But then after that, they really sort of, they got control, but they also just sort of backed themselves a bit more what they were doing. It looked like even when they got the ball in the first half, they weren't really convinced in what they were trying to do. Like, passes were really short. Ever since McAllister lost it in the first few minutes, it was just a collective.
I was going to say, that moment, that early yellow card,
set the tone.
It really did set the tone. Yeah. And it was one of those situations where it wasn't really a big pull. It wasn't like an absolute automatic, but it was one of those that you do see refs give all the time. And McAllister, who, let's face it, we have to remember, was literally pictured holding an oxygen mask in midweek because he was playing in Bolivia. So he was already thinking, I might have to manage my way through this game here. Yeah. And then that happened so early on. And when you are the last line of defence and you are compromised, what happens is that you kind of fall, when someone runs at you, unless you can get in front of them straight away, they run by you. And we saw a lot of Wolves players running by Liverpool players in that first half.
I thought Wolves did really well, to their credit. I thought Neto, I thought a few of their lads, I don't know all the players' names unfortunately, but they did really, really well. Yeah. Like they were really well energized. They were really organised. You could see what they were trying to do, and actually we made it quite easy for them actually with our own, as Fuad alludes to, with our own mistakes, giving the ball away. We're sloppy on the ball, and then we're lazy off the ball, and that's a really dangerous combination, man. But then you're absolutely right. Then you've got your players from Liverpool 1.0. You've got your Mo Salahs, you've got your Andy Robertsons. I thought Joel Matip has a really good second half today. You've got players like that who've been there and done that and bought the T-shirt and are like, no, we've been 1-0 behind so many times. Like, this is fine. Mo Salah's fantastic today, by the way. Unlucky not to get man of the match. I thought he was really, really good.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.